Brought me back another one. Yo, Joe Biden has stepped down from the presidential election. What does this prove? It proves that he's racist because he recently was just on BET saying this.
If you've ever wondered what racism sounds like, listen to this.
I was in South Carolina, went to going to a black home where a dad and his son were sitting at the kitchen table with him and got involved in the civil rights movement. No great shakes, just sit-ins, and things like that. She said, Joey, she said, remember when you were a kid, you were 14 or 15 years old, I told you not to go down there because there were people protesting, but you went down and you got arrested for being on the porch with a black family?
Just that's all been Biden, the man who said, if you don't vote for me, then you ain't black. He went on BET last night to tell the world how much he cares about black people, but he was lying once again about his involvement in the civil rights movement. Just take one look at the way he actually treats black people, and you see brushes right over the young girl who's so excited to see him. Should tell you everything you need to know.
I would ordinarily be going through black neighborhoods on the foot, working through the neighborhoods. I can't do that now. Not because of the black community, because it's too dangerous for me to be out walking unaccompanied.
And now, right after that, he's stepping down from the election. Let's see what Candace Owens had to say about his successor.
So they understand that it will look really bad if they do not lean in to saying that they really do want Kamala. But even that feels a bit performative to me. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm starting to see articles creep out and they seem like attacks on Kamala. Again, if we can go into our time machine and go back to 2020, well, every time that someone tried to interject the truth about Kamala, which is that she slept her way to the top, it's a fact. She was with some 6-year-old man, got her start in the political career, and they would go, oh my gosh, how dare you say this? That's so sexist. Well, then suddenly on July 6th, the Daily Mail actually published a headline about the fact that Kamala Harris was, thoughting through life. And they basically said she got her political start, her political upstart because she was dating this guy, Willie, can't think of his last name right now. And he was married and he was in his 60s and Kamala Harris was just a spring chicken. And that is how she entered the political scene. So she was not somebody who was a part of their ecosystem, but they tapped her in 2020 because they were like, oh, like the thing that we always say is that look at the Republican Party, it's so white and there's no diversity. And how are we going to be able to say that if we're running Joe Biden, who's been extraordinarily wealthy his entire life and whose son is becoming extraordinarily wealthy while smoking crack simply because he's doing dirty deals in Ukraine? So what are we going to do? We're going to hire Kamala Harris. We're going to select Kamala Harris to be the vice president. And he's the only person I can think of. And then we can sell. I know that when she was sworn into Congress, she was talking about how she's an Indian, but we'll just tell the people, like, forget the Indian side. Like, now she's back to black. And the streets are talking, ha, 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 ha. And that's what they did. So that is the only reason that Kamala Harris, they literally did not have another person that they felt could be the vice president and allow them to use the isms. You don't like her, you're a sexist. You don't think that she's amazing, you're a misogynist, deep-seated misogyny. You don't want this ticket to win. Is it because Kamala Harris is black? Kinda. I feel like it is. It's because you're a racist. So they just needed her to do the thing.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
So that's basically what Candace Owens had to say. And to me, she hit everything on the nail, every tactic that they use. Right now, they're trying to make Kamala Harris seem more ethnic, more black, more melanin. While prior to that, she was just Indian or mixed race, right? So now you guys see the propaganda of why the Democrats seem a lot more evil than any party, because they just they do right in the forefront. I mean, you understand that Kamala Harris slept with, I believe, Willie Brown was the name that Candace Owens was alluding to. And next thing you know, she's now the vice president. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, we don't know her track record. We don't see her working to the top. We don't see her doing, all we know is that she put 2,000 black men in prison. I mean, we do know that, or more, in prison for what? For marijuana? In California? I mean, does that make any sense to y'all? Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. She's, to me, the new version. Hear this out. New version. You heard it here first, Alphamediaroom. She is the new version of Monica Lewinsky. Y'all can't tell me that lady don't remind y'all of someone that just literally smashed their way to the top. What does she say? What does she do to add value? And prior to that, when Joe Biden said the racist stuff on BET, after when they were announcing it on the Newsmax, channel, right? They were saying that they weren't choosing Kamala Harris. They were looking for another person. They had some other people in mind. They weren't choosing her. They saying that he wasn't gonna make her the successor, right? So now, after a day or some change, they couldn't find nobody. They had to go with her. Now there's a bunch of tactics that they're trying to use to make her seem this way. But now I don't think the world is that dumb, because now people are showing videos and showing a lot of videos of Kamala Harris looking stupid, right? Like literally, she's not built for this, and she has no identity, and she kind of has look like and acts like she has an evil spirit behind her. She reminds me of, Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett. Don't you think like Jada Pinkett, like aura? Like it kind of look like it's kind of like that aura is on Kamala Harris. I don't know if y'all see it, but that's how I see it. I don't know. Maybe it's because they're super promiscuous, but I don't know. But they're hiding behind some shell. They're hiding behind something, and I feel like she is too. So let me know what y'all think in the comments below, because I think Candace Owens hitting the money. I think she's been hitting on the money for like almost every single topic, and I feel like it's really causing us to really think, add some understanding to what we're saying. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much stuff going on in this world that you guys got to understand that the media use these people as puppets to keep us distracted. So it's a whole bunch of distractions, a whole bunch of low information. You kind of have to do your research, but sometimes it's great seeing or hearing well-researched people give you good information, because you can really apply it and understand it and move on with your life. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think in the comments below. It's me and boy Alphamediaroom. Peace.